Hello, Kelly. At this point, it has been beaten into your head, the idea of a responsive drum machine. So not like a backing track where you just push go and it goes. But for one thing, it's set up with this freeze box with a note that is the root note of the key I'm playing in. It's nice. This sustains that note, pushes it through the arpeggiator, the slicer. And not only that, but it holds that note, but as I play, the notes I'm playing take precedence to whatever note this thing is holding. Now, the note this is holding never goes out the speaker, unmanipulated. It gets sliced by the arpeggiator, it gets arpeggiated by the slicer. But first, that's the core of it. But to make it sound more like a kick, we go this: sustain through the freeze, sub and up. Sub means down. That gives us the kick sound, takes it down an octave right here. This means these knobs mean it's 100%. Well, no, it's not. We got a little bit of the normal banjo sound coming through, but mostly low bass sound. Arpeggiator, and that's what we got. This is what you've known and loved. And we get what kind of sounds, kind of like an electronic kick. Pretty good electronic kick sound there, I'd say. Not super low and bassy, but a lot better than nothing, I guess. And it's not terrible in the ears or anything. All right, but what was missing? What's missing is a snare. All we have is a boring kick. What we really want is we want that kick to come through just like it is right now. Just kind of find these. It doesn't have to be a flippin' drummer, but if we just have a snare sound every once in a while. So what this is, as you can see, was this beautiful noise, exploder. It is a distortion box, but mainly it has right here, WN, white noise. It has a white noise generator. So it mixes in white noise with its distortion. Whoops, that went well. Here we go. Right now it's being bypassed. That's a pretty good mix. All these knobs can be used to mix it a little bit, to make it even more prominent or less prominent. Like this, I'm trying to look through my phone to find the knob. This would just turn down the volume of that white noise. Just make it where it's only the white noise coming in the high. Probably want to kind of find that's pretty good right there. And this would be like how much it's coming in. Like that's none. This would be like all the time, right? We don't want that. We want it to pop in. Like that, there's a spot. It's kind of hard to find, but if you can find that sweet spot where it kind of comes in only part of the time, that's really a hotness. Let's see here. What happens if we change the beat? We'll probably have to change this. There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. It's kind of more of like a standard. This tone makes it a high pitch, which is what we want. I guess we could. That's not terrible. Actually, that's probably a pretty good idea. Snare isn't that super. Snare's not super high. Too loud. This is kind of a mix button. That's pretty good. I think I like that a little better, a little lower snare. Both of them kind of sound like different snares, different size snares. Okay, you see So you're letting all the low through. I cut the mid, maybe, you know, even maybe some mid, because the kick coming through doesn't have very much mid or high at all. That probably just will make it seem a little more full. Just give it a little bit. It's supposed to be like more gnarly distortion. This is like more distortion. Ooh, I think I like that. It's funny, like it's not super responsive. Okay, sometimes it like kind of gives it like a delayed effect. I think that's actually really good to just cream the gain on this setting. I don't think these other settings are too harsh, but I think just crushing the gain there is pretty good. It gives it the most snare, because yeah, like the snare is just like that rattle that's completely broken apart. So yeah, I think that really does a good job of I think just cranking that thing. Well, I probably don't like there is I feel like there's a little distortion on the bass. Yeah, it's fine. Somewhere in there.